Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ali from Ahmed Acrylics, and today you're going to see a really nice Nebula painting. This one's really unique, so I think you're going to like it, so let's get right into it. Without further ado, let's begin. As you can see, what I'm first doing is blacking out a canvas. I would suggest putting 2 glops of black. What I'm using is lamp black and just filling the entire canvas. I always say this in my videos, but make sure to do it nice and rhythmically, because when you do random patterns, you can kind of see it once it dries up. Take your time and make sure to get all the edges, all the crooks and crannies, everything. And if you need to put a little bit of water because it's getting too dry, feel free to do so. You can see that I put tape around the canvas. I mean, it's really easy to get paint on your table and it can kind of be annoying. So, if that's something that bothers you, feel free to do so as well. And once you're done, I would suggest going all over it again in the same pattern just in case you made a mistake. And this will just make it look a lot nicer once it's dried. So the first color we're going to use is medium magenta, and what you can do is put a generous amount on a sponge and start making random cloudy shapes on your canvas. This is really important. Make sure that your canvas was fully dried before you begin. So what you can see me doing is making, what you can see me doing is making 2 different shapes. So you can do the same if you'd like, or you can make more. What else I'm kind of doing is making the ends a lot more thinner and a lot more transparent than the beginning, just because later I'm going to add different colors to it and I would want it to blend nicely. So this is what you can see me doing right now. I'm kind of trying to make the ends a lot more transparent. So if you're going to do the same, what might happen is the beginning might get a bit too thin. So what you can always do is just get more medium magenta and run it over the beginning. And when I say beginning, I mean like the top of the cloud shape. And a really important thing for these galaxies to look nice is that the clouds are organic. So try not to make really uniform and easily patterned shapes. The truth is, just have fun with it. Just make shapes without thinking about it. This is kind of the beauty of painting. So just have fun. So once you're sure that the medium magenta has dried up, what you want to do is take medium magenta and greenish yellow, mix it somewhere else, and then put it on your sponge, and start putting it in between the top and the bottom of the cloud. So remember when I was thinning it out, you kind of want to put it there. So now I'm going to do the same thing with the other cloud. I'm just going to put it in between, and if it runs out, always get more. Don't feel afraid to, put more color. And remember, we're going to take black and kind of fix our mistakes later, so just have fun right now. So once you're satisfied with how much of the mixture you put, what you want to do now is actually reapply the medium magenta, because it's pretty important for this color to be vibrant, and you'll see later on why. So what you're going to do now is wait till the mixture dries up, and once it's dried up, you'll take medium magenta and kind of relayer it. A really important tip I can give you with making this is that make sure you have different sponges for each color, because you don't really want to mix the colors. It might end up becoming a color you don't really like. So now I'm going to reapply magenta on the other cloud. You can see I'm putting it only on the top and kind of trying to mix it into the medium magenta greenish yellow mixture. And remember, if you run out of the color, you could always put more. Don't feel afraid. Okay, so now what we're going to do is use the last color. We're going to use only greenish yellow without any medium magenta, and we're going to put it on the ends. So next to the mixture and then far away from the medium magenta. We're kind of trying to go for a really nice gradient here. One thing I would suggest that I'm not doing here is actually using a bigger sponge when putting this color. I only had this part of the sponge left, so I had to work with it, but a suggestion would be to use a bigger sponge. So now onto the other cloud. I'm doing this exact same thing I did with the first one. I'm putting it on the ends and kind of trying to blend it with the mixture we made before. Personally, I think it's coming out really great. I think these colors look really good together, and watch when we put these stars and stuff, it's going to look really nice, so just trust the process. So what you can see me doing here is taking the mixture we made before and putting it between the medium magenta and the greenish yellow. This part is optional, I'm just doing it to make it more of a gradient. So this next part is really important. What you want to do is take black on a sponge and kind of start erasing the painting you made before. And make sure to do this on random spots because you want to give it a spacey look. And our painting is too vibrant and colorful, so what we want to do is on random spots, take the black and start erasing the painting. This part can be a bit tricky, so make sure to pay attention. I'm going on random spots and I'm putting different pressures on different spots because you don't want it all to be the same amount of black. So you can see here that I'm pressing a bit harder, and then on other spots I'm pressing a bit lighter. This is what gives it the nebula look, and it's going to be really nice once we add the stars, so just trust the process. And now here what I'm doing is adding more detail, more black. Same thing I said before, on certain spots I'm pressing harder, and then I'm kind of erasing it. You can see that I'm kind of just brushing over it. Make sure to do this on the medium magenta side and also on the greenish yellow side. Just do it on random spots and you'll see it starts to look like a nebula. It's really cool. I know it looks like I'm ruining the painting, but trust me, this is going to give it that space look. So the next step is stars. What you want to do is take a bit of water and a lot of white, put it on a big brush and start flicking on random spots. I'm putting a lot on the top and a bit on the bottom. And don't worry, there'll be more layers of stars. This is just for the bottom base. So the next step is going to be adding details. What you want to do is take a small thin brush, put white on it and start outlining a bit of the nebula. And once an outline is made, what you can do is try to blend it into the magenta. Do this by adding a bit of white over and over and thinning out the white. So what worked for me is having a lot of water and a little bit of white, which gives it that cloudy, foggy look. And if it gets too cloudy, what you can always do is get more white and re-outline it. And if you feel like the white is too much, what you can do is either put a lot more water or just take out white from the brush completely and brush it over with that. You can see by adding just this much detail, the painting looks so much more lively. This process can be tricky, so take your time with it. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the other cloud. You can see that I'm choosing to do it more near the center, but you can choose to do it wherever you want. And the outlines can be very random, it really doesn't matter. It's just to give it more depth and more of that 3D look. And now I'm doing the same thing. I have really less white, but I have a lot of water, and I'm kind of trying to blend it with that. Now I'm choosing to do it a bit more further than the center, just for fun. I'm going to put it near the greenish yellow. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm making a very thin outline. And then when you like the outline, just use some water or a dry brush to blend the white with the greenish yellow. So same thing now with the other cloud. I'm making random lines and then I'm going to blend it. If you feel the original outline is too thin, you can always reapply white. So you can see me adding more detail, but this is totally up to you. And you can add as many as you want or as little as you want. Now I'm going to add some stars by hand. So just choose random spots and just make some stars that are a bit bigger, just to give it more of a nicer look. Now just re-add the tiny stars with the same brush you used last time. Choose random spots and make it more concentrated than others. That just gives it more of a spacey look. And there you have it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to see you guys try this, and if you do, please tag me. My Instagram and TikTok will be in the description. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what else you'd like to see. Ciao, guys.